The sun has unleashed one of its most powerful explosions, a massive X-class solar flare. Get the urgent details on this current space weather event that has caused a significant radio blackout across the world. So let's find out more. Stop whatever you are doing right now. A solar event of historic magnitude is underway. The sun, our life-giving star, just unleashed its most powerful class of explosion and X-class solar flare. So the impact was immediate and global. So worldwide radio blackout confirmed, and the pilots, ham radio operators, emergency services relying on high frequency communication suddenly experienced silence. So over the next 15 minutes, we will break down the stunning footage from NASA explaining exactly what an X-flare is and how it caused these blackouts, and crucially, what the coronal mass ejection CME threat means to our technology and power grid over the next 48 and 72 hours. So the eruption originated in an active region, a massive sunspot group. The sun's surface is tangled of magnetic field. When these fields become too stressed, they snap and reconnect, and releasing energy equivalent to a billion of hydrogen bomb. And this is solar flare. So solar flares are classified into A, B, C, M, and X, much like Richter scale for earthquake. Each letter is 10 times more powerful than the last. So an X-class flare is apex, and this is sun at its angriest, throwing radiation at us, traveling at the speed of light. So NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory, or SDO, captured this spectacular event in extreme ultraviolet light. Notice the binding flash, that is electromagnetic energy that is just slammed into the earth. So the flares, X-ray and UV radiation hit daylight side of Earth and ionized our upper atmosphere, specifically the ionosphere. So this layer is normally used by high frequency, that is HF radio waves, to bounce and travel long distances. And this intense radiation over ionized the lower part of the ionosphere, the D layer. So instead of bouncing radio waves back down, this layer now acts like a giant sponge, completely absorbing them. And this is the radio blackout. And this happens instantly and lasts until the excess ionization dissipates and it disappears. So this is why ham radio, maritime communication, long-haul aviation over the affected hemisphere were suddenly silenced. It is instant reminder of how the things are challenging on our analog technology, and still are the space weather, and how these things are actually affecting us on the earth. So while the flare light arrives in 8 minutes, the bigger threat is slower but far more massive, and champion the coronal mass ejection, or CME. CME is billion of tons of magnetized plasma and gangetic solar shock wave blasted into the space. So current space weather models are tracking this CME. Its actually speed will determine its arrival, and likely somewhere between 18 to 72 hours from now. So when it hits, it won't be gentle tap. It will be massive collision with Earth's magnetic field and the magnetosphere, and this is something which is causing that geomagnetic storm. And if the magnetic field within the CME points south, that is opposite to the Earth's field, the energy transfer is maximum. So this create a massive electrical current in the upper atmosphere, which can then induce currents on Earth's surface. So the immediate risks are to our space assets. Satellites can be damaged by high energy particles and leading to system failures, corrupting data, and even complete loss. So furthermore, the heating of the atmosphere increase drag and forcing satellite operators to constantly adjust their orbits. This include our critical GPS communication satellite. The most concerning threat is to our power infrastructures. So the induced current known as GICs can flow through long conductive lines and like power transmission cables. These GICs don't play well with the high voltage transformers and causing them overheat, saturate and potentially fail and leading to widespread power outrage. So one silver lining, a spectacular light show. A strong geomagnetic storm pushes the aurora or northern and southern lights far close to the equator. And if this place that haven't witnessed it in the decades, this isn't silence, this isn't a science, actually a fiction. In 1859, the Carrington event, a storm believed to be far strong than this one, caused a telegraph system worldwide spark and shocking operators and setting offices on fire. So auroras are visible over the Caribbean. So we got lucky it happens before the electric age. So one more recent example, in 1989, a severe storm struck, collapsing the hydro-cubic power grid and leaving a 6 million Canadian in dark for 9 hours. So these events are rare, but consequences are also real, and you have to understand that this is also challenging. So we have the fast acting X flare behind us and the massive coronal mass ejection bearing down on us. The next few days are crucial and to watch, and for the space weather agencies like NOAA, and we are also watching for that to tell the signature of L1 observation point. So the sun has spoken and its shock waves are on the way. We will be providing immediate update on CME impacts, and you have to actually click for that to know more about that, about this event. And for that you have to subscribe our channel, notify, and also hit the notification bell. And you leave the comment below. So what do you think about this? And most dynamic, most challenging piece of technology to a major solar, which is definitely is a concern to you also. So stay safe, and we will see you in the next one. The sun has spoken and its shock wave is on the way, and we will be providing immediate update very soon on the CME. So stay safe and look for the update. See you again. Bye bye.